name is Fetter, and I love Tupperware. I grew up in a Tupperware home. My mother was a consultant for many years. You know, her Tupperware income paid for a lot of school yearbooks, prom dresses, and sports uniforms. So are there any of you out there that have kids that are in those sports programs or dance? Remind me and we'll talk after the demo. I am also a card-carrying member of the International Tea Sippers Society. Now that means that I really love tea. So can you imagine how excited I was when two of my favorite things in the whole world, Tupperware and tea, came together? Now tea is a beneficial drink, we've all heard that, and I'm going to take some time now to tell you about the health benefits and how it can help you assume a healthy lifestyle. Tea's an ancient drink, and although it's grown all over the world, Japan, India, even in the United States, it really originated in China. Tea is the leaf of the Camellia sinensis plant, and it can grow all over the world. The best tea, in my opinion, grows in China. Now, tea, it comes in three basic varieties. There's green tea, oolong tea, which is my favorite, and black tea. They're all the same leaf. The only difference is the amount of oxidation or whether they're baked. Now, if you've ever cut an apple in half and you expose that cut part of the apple to the air, what happens? It turns brown. Well, that's oxidation. So once the tea leaf is plucked from the bush, the tea begins to oxidize, and the length of time is whether it is designated as green or oolong or black tea. Sometimes black tea is actually baked. They take big pans like woks and they place them over a charcoal fire or a wood fire and they stir them and they bake, and it gives them a smoky or a baked flavor, and they get a strong dark brew when you brew them. I love oolong tea. And tea, just like really fine wine, takes on the characteristics from the place that it's grown. So the soil or the climate or even the weather that year can make the tea taste different from year to year. That's one of the reasons I love to go to tea tastings, and I can always drive home. Tupperware's teas are high quality. That means you're going to be getting the best flavor, the best aroma, and the very best of all the health benefits. Maybe you didn't know that tea contains antioxidants and polyphenols that the Mayo Clinic, and that's the world-renowned Mayo Clinic, has said can be used to treat a whole long list of diseases. Heart disease, cancer, high cholesterol, and even menopausal symptoms. You know, even if tea didn't taste so darn good, that's reason enough to drink it. Now, Tupperware's tea accessories are designed to store, brew, and present tea in the proper manner. For instance, our teapot, our tea infuser, and our nice Modular Mates Oval 1 canister for tea are all going to help you keep your tea properly. You have enemies of tea leaves. That would be air and moisture and light. And Tupperware is so smart. They gave us our tea canister as a Modular Mate container so it fits right in with your modularized pantry or cupboard. The tea infuser is able to do 1 cup of tea, or you can use it in your blooming teapot. I like to take 2 of these infusers and fill them with tea and pack them in an oval Modular Mates 1 and take it with me when I go out to breakfast. That means that I can brew my own fresh tea, and I have a nice airtight, watertight container to bring the infusers home with me. Now today, we're going to concentrate on the blooming teas, but I can promise you that the Madagascar spice green tea is very delicious, and if you have a cup in the evening, it's just like dessert. And at the next party, I think we'll brew up a couple of pots, we'll serve it hot and iced, And we might even talk about cooking with tea. How does Madagascar spiced infused shrimp or chicken sound to you? Or maybe you'd like a tea poached salmon, all done in the microwave. And I'm telling you, your foodie friends will be impressed with that. Next, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the teapot. First of all, it's gorgeous. It's made of a special glass similar to Pyrex, so it's very durable and very heat resistant. It has a little strainer so that when you pour, it catches any loose tea leaves. And this little handle on the top stays cool, and that helps facilitate pouring from the hot pot. I think you'll agree that $34.50 for all this style and usefulness is pretty awesome, isn't it? Our tea pods, the blooming pods, come in little foil packages to help maintain freshness, and they're only $26 for a sampler of 6. They come in 3 flavors: French marigold, globe amaranth, and sweet jasmine. And I gotta tell you, they're all really good. The teapot is hand-stitched tea leaves, and it contains fragrant, edible flowers. So when it's placed in the teapot and the hot water is poured over it, it blooms and it infuses the tea with flavor and aroma like you just can't believe. And I've got some hot water here. I'm gonna take the hot water and I'm gonna pour it over the tea, and we're gonna watch the magic happen. Now, it only takes 5 minutes or so to brew a cup or a pot of tea, and it's such a good thing for your health and for your well-being. But if you're sitting out there and you're looking at me and you're saying, where am I going to find 5 minutes in my day to have tea time? You need to talk to me after the demo, because I would love to show you how owning your own Tupperware business could help you find time for friends, family, fun, and even tea, while earning a part-time or full-time income. Just recently, Tupperware has added to their Tupper Living product line iced teas. And the really great thing is you can brew them in your blooming teapot, and then you can pour them into your ice prisms crystal pitcher and serve them. They're so delicious. So you have the ability to have a get-together with your girlfriends. How easy can that be? A pot of tea or two, a plate of scones, a few friends, and you can earn free Tupperware and nice gifts. And how much more fun could you have in a day? Tupperware and tea have something else in common. Back in the beginning of the history of our country, women were the possessions of their husbands. They didn't go to restaurants. They didn't work outside their homes. They didn't frequent clubs and pubs. It just wasn't proper. But as women's suffrage allowed women to fight for and gain more rights, one of the ways that women could prosper was owning a tea room. These tea rooms were frequented mostly by women, and that's where friendships and loyalties became the driving force in more freedoms for women. Now, Tupperware, just like those first tea room owners, pioneered modern business opportunity for women. Brownie Wise and her idea of a party plan where women could learn about Tupperware products, where hosts could earn free gifts and free Tupperware, and most importantly, where consultants could earn income on their own terms, regardless of their gender, their race, or their religion. So Tupperware and tea have a long history of being similar in the lives of women. I've told you, I love tea, but I really love Tupperware. I can't think of anything better than sharing with you all my love of tea and my love of Tupperware. And I hope that I've inspired you to give both tea and Tupperware a try.